Hello mamas, come with me to my pump, pour and store session. So we got quite a bit to do. I'm not going to show you the whole pump session. I've been pumping for a while, so I'm about to take out so this is some from the morning, like early hours in the morning, and it was just, I just put it in the fridge, and then now I'm pumping again for another session while baby's sleeping. This stash is for me for back to work, so that there is enough for baby. Oh, this can be quite exhausting, and now I'm starting to feel thirsty, but I can't stop the video now to go get me some water. But yeah, you have to keep on hydrating. I tend to get headaches and stuff if I don't hydrate, so I do keep an eye on my fluid intake, and it helps with my production as well. Lots of protein, I eat my carbs, and I have lots of fruits and vegetables, and my electrolytes and my vitamins. So those are the things that I'm doing to make sure that I have enough for baby, and we're able to nurse, because I breastfeed, and then I also am collecting milk for when I return, but we do occasionally bottle feed, so that it's not something that's unusual for baby when I need to be absent for extended periods of time. All right, so let me just try to switch these off if I can. Some of it is dropping on me. Just wiping it down. Ooh, a whole full egg. All right, let's see. All right, so we already have some of this. This is already on 260 meals, just above 260 meals, and this is on 170 meals. So I would like to pour in a bottle and measure before I put in the milk bags. So these are not my go milk bags. I've just started recently using these, so still trying to get used to it. But yeah, I'm hoping to put 200 mils in each bag. Yeah, that'll be 400 or 220 mils in each bag. Let's see. Okay, so this side, there's very little that came out of the, I can't even measure that. It's very little. But baby was feeding on this side before I started expressing the milk. This was 30 minutes of expression on this other side, so it was getting a little bit engorged as well. So here we are sitting at 160. My numbers have already started fading on my KissBobo pumps because of the wash and stuff. This one still has some numbers that are fading, but anyway. So yeah, this is it. So you can see it's quite something to be able to do this, and it's an up and down, it's a roller coaster journey. And this one also, what I did, maybe you might be able to notice there's a flange inside, so I'll try to take it out, this one. So this one is 21 millimeters. It helps also. Sometimes I'm too lazy. If I haven't done all of my stuff, then I don't put the flange in, and it also does affect the milk production. So let's put these over here and get to the pouring bit. A very short pour. I think this is the shortest I've had so far. Okay, and this one for a moment of truth. Oh, Oh, this is not nice. I hate it when this happens. My golden liquid, so it's leaking. Sometimes it sits there and then it starts just leaking out. That's so annoying. Let's see if we can get it right. Okay. Well, the bottle is full again. More than 260. I probably need another third bottle because now I can't measure properly with this one. So let's see if I can sort that out and get another bottle. I got the other bottle, so I'm going to quickly pour in there and then we'll see how much milk I actually got. Oh, this golden liquid today really wants to be wasted. So here it's almost 90 mils. Put this egg here. So I've got 260, and this one 90 mils. So I'm going to use this to measure so that I can put in this bag, in the storage bag. So let's do the first measurement. To 20. Is it? It's kind of like 230 now. To 20. If you make it stand in the fridge for a bit, it starts separating. So I just like to mix it. I don't have a picture. Maybe I'll get one soon. Another 220. So the balance that we have is about 180. So now I'm thinking if I should bag 3 bags instead, so that I've got 600 mils rather than just the 220 ones. So let's see. You really have to think. So these are the event bags that are quite long, so I'll be able to label them later on here because then I don't have to rip this. So I'm just gonna probably make 3 bags. So I have to rip this part out. Okay, I've made a decision. I'm gonna do 200. This is 200 mils. Please don't spill. Okay, big one. I have to properly seal this, otherwise I will lose my milk, and that's not going to be fun. Okay, big one, done. Big 2. Next time I'll bring a scissors. I think it's easier just to cut out the other part. second one. Oh dear. I should have played some music in the background. This is so boring, just hearing all that noise of these bags. And this one is sitting at 240, so I needed to go all the way to remove some. Okay, this is the excess. That's about almost 60 mils of excess. If I pump again, I'll be able to store that as well. It's a freaking fantastic day with all this milk. So I don't like these because they've got a little opening, and it always makes me nervous that I'm going to either rip the packet open and drop some of my milk, which would totally be devastating for me. Let's see. I'm not holding the plastic nicely. Let me try that again. Alright, so all these are empty bottles now. More like dishes, eh? More dishes. I'm gonna put them away for a little bit so you can secure this bag of milk. All of the dishes here. The pots, you need to be cleaned. Then leftover milk, bottles, but it was well worth it. This is such a nice day. This is so amazing. This is really cool. Really cool. So if I'm not there, baby has 600 mils today of milk that baby can enjoy. So what my next step is, I like to use a Sharpie because so double seal it, make sure it's really sealed. So then baby A and the meals, 200 meals, the date I'm forgetting again the date. I'll get to that. So I've labeled. I just need to check on my phone what the actual date is. So I'll make sure that it's all sealed, because if you don't seal it properly and it goes in the freezer, it can get contaminated. And it also gives you a space to put the time. So if you've got milk for in the morning that you want to label in the morning or in the afternoon, mine was pretty close together because I pumped around 7, 8. I was doing a bit of power pumping then, and then I was pumping again 3 hours later. So you can label your milk according to the daytime. Sometimes I pump early in the morning, and then the next pump might be like 3 or 4, depending with what's going on in my day. So it's sometimes very useful to know. I've heard somewhere people say that the milk, depending with the daytime, with the time of day, it makes a difference. I don't really know what, so don't come to ask me that. I have no idea. Again, 200 mils of our love for baby A. With love, mommy. Yes, even though mommy can't cuddle you and breastfeed you right now, mommy can still feed you. I put a little heart, they make it super cute. And the date also, I must not forget that. That's very important information. Otherwise, we will not know when this milk was pumped, and we are supposed to be drinking or using the milk according to, sorry about that, the first batch that the older one first. Yeah, 200 mils. Okay, all done. All done and dusted. And then just lay them flat, freeze them, and we've got our milk bags. So that's all we've got. More dishes, more milk. I probably will pump one more time in the evening because baby's sleeping, and if he sleeps like 3 hours or so, I'm gonna get engorged on the one side because he's not gonna finish all the milk, so I'll pump and express the other side. I do have quite a bit of milk to store, so I wouldn't consider myself an oversupply mommy, but I would say sometimes I make a little bit more than enough, but sometimes just enough for baby, so I don't know. So yeah, that's all we got about my pumping session. It's really exhausting to be doing this. Sometimes you're not up for it. The pumps, needing to see if you put them properly, and I like my wearable ones because it's easier to move around and do things with them, but then they don't have a lot strong suction. So if you are not having a good letdown, it might be hard for you to actually get the milk out. You might need a stronger pump. So that's something just to consider for the future. Oh, this is so satisfying. This is a mother's joy. I wish I could, I don't know, my wish would be to donate some of the milk to some other clinics in the nearby hospitals for children that might be needing extra milk, whose parents for some reason are not able to provide the breast milk and they need it for their development. But I don't think I have enough to be doing that. I'm still trying to just make enough for my baby, and I'm a couple of weeks into the breastfeeding journey, and I'll see how it goes. As the journey progresses, I might revisit that thought and see if I can consider contacting our local hospital and seeing what the process of getting screened and checked for compliance with the standards to donate breast milk would be. If that's a thing where I stay, I don't know, I'll have to check. So yeah, just a way to give back. So yeah, that's all I've got. Let me freeze this milk and put my dirty dishes where they need to be. So have a good one. That's all we got for today. Cheers. Thank you.